Good morning, everybody. Payneblade back here again from Server 1, representing ISC, and holy Batman. Like, I literally just logged on to continue my showcase for my Naruto. I'm trying to record this thing in peace, sipping my coffee, and the first thing I see in events is the brand new ATB Akatsuki version 2 is back. And I mean new because there are the new characters, Deidara, Sasori, and Itachi are in it, as well as Toby. So I'm taken aback. Now, I decided to go back and take a look, guys, to see when the last ATB was, because a lot of us assumed it would be monthly. Some of us thought quarterly, but it was actually only 2 months ago. So I don't know if Bandai is planning to do it every 2 months or if this is going to be just a random timed event. But hey, you know what? This is a great surprise. Now, for new players that don't know what ATB is, it is considered the Alliance Team Battle. That's what it stands for. And what you essentially do is what you see on my screen, where you can pick a time. So the first step is, guys, you want to pick a time with your alliance. So get into your Discords, chat with your alliance, and pick a vote in terms of what times you want to fight. Now, if you look at the votes, there are 4 different times. There's a 2-hour window to do this event. So make sure you guys are all on the same page. You're going to need to be, because if you're not, this is going to cause a huge issue for your actual points, which will determine your ranking and what you get in terms of rewards. Now, I can tell you now, rewards wise, guys, this is the best rewards in the game that you're going to get. I'm going to show you real quick here. Past rankings, if you take a quick look, you'll see us on the top. There's our ISC, and then you can see right below us the next step. Now, the rewards themselves I think were 2,000 Shino coins, 8 awakening or 5 awakening orbs, and you got yourself this Akatsuki frame, and as well as there was one other thing which I forgot. So you guys can take a look at my video in terms of what the rewards were. It's all in there, but you can actually see here, the more you do in terms of damage and completion, the more rewards you get along the way. So as you can see here, there are quite a few rewards you can get. Now, I want to explain to you guys, especially the new players that have come in, and there's been an influx of you guys, what to do and how to prepare for this, okay? So there are going to be a slew of enemies here. So you can see Toby on top, you can see Sasori, you can see Kakuzu, Kisame, Konan, and then you got the URs. You got the new Sasori, the new Deidara, the new Itachi, old Deidara, old Hidan, old Itachi, and the old Pain. Now, the way this works is every single character that you fight will have a link bonus connected to another character. So when we did this, we did a lot of testing in terms of who to go for first. What you want to do focus on, guys, is you want to focus on killing all the SRs first. So your first target should technically be Toby. He's got the lowest amount of health. Kill him off, then kill off Sasori, then kill off Kakuzu, Kisame, and Konan. Now, the order you choose is going to be based on the link bonuses. If I remember correctly, Konan gave everybody damage increase rate up. I believe Kisame gave everybody defense up. I think Hidan or Sasori gave everybody attack up. Kakuzu, I don't recall exactly. And then Toby's brand new, so we'll have to see what his link bonus is. So as you kill these opponents in the order that they're in, or any order that you decide, their link bonuses will shatter with the other characters, making them significantly easy. So the first mistake you guys will be doing if you do this is fighting the URs. Avoid fighting the URs until you kill off the SRs, because the URs will be way too strong for you to tackle at first until those SRs are down. Now, the way you want to do this, guys, you want to usually have your strongest go first, so not everybody attack. Have your strongest go first and try to chip away as much as you can on the health of these SRs, and then have somebody else come in and finish them, and then move on to the next one and continue the same process till you're done. The following day, if you have enough of the SRs killed, you can continue on to the URs. Now, from my opinion, the easiest UR to fight, and I say easiest only because he's brand new and he's a T unit, is going to be the new Itachi. Now, the thing is, the way this works is every battle you do, you will get a weapon fragment, you get some extra items off of the character here that you decide to fight. So it is worth fighting this new character just to get his weapon fragments alone, so you can unlock his limit break too. The other thing new players should prepare for is setting up your teams. Now, the T units are the easiest to fight because the A units hit the hardest, right? So you remember, this is going to be like a raid essentially. You do have 7 churns, so you can pull off 2 co-op moves by having somebody like Blossom or Old School Jiraiya in your team. So these units, if you have them, guys, now is the time to build them. The reason why is if you can pull off 2 co-ops, you'll do a lot more damage. Also, having somebody like Sai in your team to do as many jutsus as possible is extremely highly recommended, as well as having a ton of stuns. So this is essentially a cracked out flashback genealogy. So if you have a flashback team, you want to use that team essentially to do this fight, but you want to just add a couple more elements to it, like Jiraiya for the tribe gauge, and you want to add in users such as Sai for the chakra build, right? So it is 7 rounds, not 5. It is resettable, keep that in mind, but I did mention there's a 2-hour window, so if you guys miss the window, you miss the chance to attack, letting down your alliance. So this is why it's extremely important, guys, you do pick the time that's going to work best for you. Remember, the time is shown in PST, right? So if you're Eastern like I am, that's 3 hours before what your time would be. So this 12 to 13:59 is going to actually be 3 hours before. So for me, that's going to be, what is that, 9 a.m. to whatever that is, 10, 11, almost 11 a.m. So I've got a 2-hour window from 9 to 11, or right before 11, to do my attacks. Now, turn-wise, I believe you get 2 or 3 turns. I think it was 3, so you guys can look back at my last video and take a look there. But it is extremely important, guys, that you do all of your attacks, because again, you don't want to let your alliance down, and your points are going to determine where you stand. The more damage you chip away, the more of these items you will get. Now, I am going to tell you this now, killing the SRs will probably only get you roughly about to like 8 or 10%. It's the URs that give you the most, because of the obscene amount of HP that they have, okay? Now, we killed Datara last time first, and then we focused on, I believe it was Pain. So Datara is easiest to kill, so for new alliances that want to get as many points as possible and move up here, the old Datara is still the easiest unit to kill. He does not hit hard, he's just a little bit of a nuisance with a stun, but that's about it. Avoid Hidan, avoid Itachi, avoid Pain as much as possible at this point, but if you are looking to take advantage of the fragments, the weapon fragments, I highly recommend focusing on the Itachi Uchiha Criminal Susanoo one. He does have the most amount of health, and it's the same as Pain if you want to take a look here. And I can tell you now, if you are a high-end alliance, you're going to be spending all week trying to take this guy down as the only UR. Even though we're higher level now, even though we have some of the better units, these guys' HPs are nuts. Plus, you have to remember, someone like Itachi has guard rate up, so it's going to make him a little bit harder to kill, because that guard rate will go off, and you do want to stun him because he's got the brand new AoE damage. So I'm curious to see if he can actually one-shot some of the teams that are going to be fighting him. Datara, the new one, he does have lower HP. I would love to have fought him, but I know for a fact that he's an A unit, he's going to be harder to kill, and he's going to be doing a lot more damage on us, so you want to avoid that as much as possible. And Sasori being a D unit is going to be way too hard to kill. That's another thing. Now, there's one other element to this, guys, that I want to talk about, and that's the toolboxes, the Shinobi Toolboxes. Now, there are going to be many options to increase. What you want to focus on first and foremost is you want to increase the A-type strength and stats. So focus on getting that one maxed out, and then you can move on to your T units and max those out for the Shinobi boxes. And then if your alliance needs it because you're too slow, max out, or try to get as close as you can to maxing out speed. So the way that works is you use stamina, and the more stamina you use, you get these chips, and you can apply those chips towards those stats, or you can use Shino coins and continue to maximize that. Every time you apply a stat or a chip into one of those toolboxes, you're going to get rewards such as Rio, so keep that in mind. You can actually get quite a bit of Rio from just contributing to this game. So that's pretty much it, guys. I think that'll prepare you. Like, again, try to get your A units and T units maxed out. A first foremost. Use your FG team. It is 7 turns. Keep that in mind. It's like a raid, and you can reset. So the kill order, guys, should essentially be all SRs first. You guys can figure out which one you want to focus on. I would highly recommend killing Kisame as soon as possible for his defense. Anyone who has damage increase rate as well, like Conan, kill her off quick. But I mean, look at the lowest health and just try to go from that. I would do Tobi first, and then I would do Kakuzu, and then Sasori, and then Kisame, and then Conan, and then just go from there and focus on Itachi. Alright, guys, this is Payne. I hope this helps you out. I'm really excited for this. I hopefully will be able to stream. I am taking care of my baby full-time this week, so I won't be, my wife's going back to work, so I won't be able to necessarily be streaming, but I will be uploading videos as much as I can, as fast as I can, for you guys to see what's going on and how we're doing. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comment section, and we'll talk soon. Have a great one, guys.